aware about how Girls Aloud came to be, right? They were formed on the show Popstars The Rivals, but wait a minute, who are these? Are those men? Why would men be here? Well, as a lot of you were not even alive in 2002 when this show came out, I'm going to tell you about Girls Aloud and One True Voice. The concept of the show was creating two separate single-gender bands. The concept of the show was building the bands, but who would win the show was dependent on who got the Christmas #1. So the 10 original girls were brought down to 5 to make Girls Aloud, but they also formed this band. So they've won the show, they're in their respective bands, but they have to release singles in the run-up to the Christmas #1 battle. One True Voice released a double A-side. I think they were called Sacred Trust and After You're Gone. Girls Aloud released Sound of the Underground. So I think you know who won. With that, Girls Aloud were propelled into stardom. But what happened to One True Voice? Unfortunately, not very much. In June of 2003, just a few months later, someone would leave the band. It was this guy. Daniel Pearce would leave to pursue solo endeavours, and he made it onto the West End, so he did pretty good for himself. They tried to continue on as a group after he left. They launched a tour, but due to poor ticket sales, that was cancelled. Apparently there was a poll for Britain's worst group and they were at the top of it. Bear in mind they'd been a band for less than a year, hadn't released anything, hadn't gone on tour and had been eclipsed by Girls Aloud, so it's hardly fair. It must have been very frustrating living in a shadow that they didn't even realise they were in because it happened so quickly for Girls Aloud.